Due to the stupid nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised. Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. The driver of this SUV clearly has a yield sign that she disregards and nearly hits me. Her license plate is a specialty EMT plate reading 911 Mom. With that sort of driving, she's going to cause an accident that requires the use of 911. Glendale, Wisconsin. Up ahead, the driver of the dark Toyota has missed his exit, so he flings on his turn signal hoping someone will let him over. Miraculously, the maroon car does. Germantown, Wisconsin. As I approach this red light, I notice that the vehicle in the straight lane has a left turn signal on, apparently unaware that he's in the incorrect lane. Sure enough, as soon as the light turns green, he tries turning into my lane. Big Bend, Wisconsin. This first moron sets off a chain reaction by using a right turn only lane to pass traffic that's turning left. In cases where there is a designated passing lane, that would be okay, but not in a right turn only lane, especially when traffic is waiting on the side street. This final truck nearly sideswipes me when I start legally proceeding when traffic has subsided. Richmond, Illinois. With my direction having just a green left turn arrow, the opposite direction would have the same thing. But the driver sitting in the left turn lane over there isn't noticing it until the last second, because she was texting. Waterford, Wisconsin. The right turn lane at this intersection is on the opposite side of the island. This van missed it and is forced to turn right around it from the straight lane. Round Lake, Illinois. The stoplight is clearly red by the time this SUV blows right through it. Gurnee, Illinois. A pretty important law is that traffic is supposed to move over for emergency vehicles on the side of the road. The truck in the right lane just failed to do that. Oak Brook, Illinois. Up ahead of me, a car turns left from the straight lane, completely ignoring a marked turn lane. Elmhurst, Illinois. This driver on the right is so impatient that he speeds ahead on the shoulder several blocks, nearly wiping out the guardrail in order to get ahead. Waukegan, Illinois. In this clip, I roll up on the aftermath of an accident in the median. It may have been a hit and run because that piece of bumper sitting there doesn't look like it belongs to the pickup truck. Round Lake Beach, Illinois. If you look closely at the vehicle at the entrance to this nursing home, you'll see he's backing off of the curb, apparently having turned onto the sidewalk, thinking it was the street. Antioch, Illinois. The maroon van starts veering onto the other side of the road to make his turn, but quickly jumps back over when he sees another vehicle coming. Belvedere, Illinois. The older lady wrongfully cutting across this parking lot, jumping right in front of me and nearly causing an accident, is completely unaware of the fact that she did this, as evidenced by her shock when I confront her about her driving seconds later. Libertyville, Illinois. The stoplight up ahead is clearly red by the time the white box truck goes through the intersection. Chicago, Illinois. It's an example of my own questionable driving as I squeeze through two traffic cones to get to an area of the parking garage that may be cordoned off. In my defense, my only other option here would have been to dangerously back up and run the risk of being hit. Chicago, Illinois. The driver of the silver car just ran a red light. Antioch, Illinois. The driver of this white pickup truck has no clue where he's going, so he straddles both left and right turn lanes and comes nearly to a complete stop before finally turning right. Streamwood, Illinois. The right lane is backed up on this unseasonably warm winter day. Up ahead, this SUV nearly T-bones the yellow car jutting out from a side business. What's the cause of all of this? A long line to get into a car wash. Lake Forest, Illinois. A cluster of people has gathered on the left side of the road. And then I notice that there is no southbound traffic. Up ahead, I'm about to see why. A double-decker coach bus is on the side of the road, burned to a crisp, surrounded by several firemen and fire engines. I would later learn that the bus caught on fire and all 40 passengers escaped to safety. Johnsburg, Illinois. Look closely on the left side of your screen as this white car goes out of turn in the roundabout and nearly gets T-boned by the maroon car. Lindenhurst, Illinois. The poor old lady on the other side of the road has somehow ended up with her tires sideways in rush hour traffic on Grand Avenue. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. While driving near Mitchell Airport, I see some sort of commotion near an on-ramp. Various emergency vehicles are in place, and the road is shut off at some point. I would later find out that it was the aftermath of a police shootout with an armed suspect. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The driver in the left lane makes a dangerous lane change across traffic just to get to a parking space, not even looking in her mirrors before doing it. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The white car you're about to see on the right clearly runs a red light. Waukesha, Wisconsin. Keep a close eye on the beat-up old blue car in the left lane. When the left turn arrow comes on, that guy obviously isn't paying attention because he blows straight through the intersection. West Allis, Wisconsin. The driver of this dark car thought she'd have enough time to get across the way into her intended lane. Obviously she was wrong because she's now blocking the westbound left lane and nearly gets clipped in the process. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The far right lane here is a right turn only lane, but that doesn't stop the black SUV from shooting straight from it. Greendale, Wisconsin. The car up ahead just made a left-hand turn from the straight lane. Union Grove, Wisconsin. The driver up ahead crosses over completely onto the wrong side of the road before making a left turn onto this street. Lindenhurst, Illinois. Look closely on the right side of the road as a kid wearing all black and holding a soda nearly runs out into the road in front of me. Chicago, Illinois. I'm forced to slam on the brakes in this intersection as this prick fails to yield and nearly turns in front of me. That could have got real ugly really fast.